Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video. Today, we are on Hauptstrecke Hamburg to Lübeck with the N-Wagen cab car. When Train Sim Germany released the BR218 add-on, almost a year ago now, which is insane, honestly, insane how fast time flies, they also included an updated and refreshed version of the N-Wagen cab car for use with the 218, so the 218 could do push-pull services with the N-Wagen cab car from Hamburg for the Hamburg to Kiel RE83 service. I never checked out the updated N-Wagen cab car all that time ago. We're fixing that today. Also, today is also a very special day because I am using the program called Third Rails to actively track my train. Let me know if you have any tips for me regarding that program down in the comments. It just got updated to Train Sim World 5 compatibility, so I decided I might as well check it out. So yeah, enough waffle. Let's get in and start this machine running. Right. Reverser. Forward. Unlock the doors. Brake key on. And direct brake. Let's check all these. Instrument lights, I'll turn you on. Desk light we don't need. Let's make sure all those switches work. Lovely. Transmission power we do need. Let's switch you over to headlights and get the destination board light on, and let's get the safeties online. Also, the destination board appears to automatically set. Also, one thing that did get added with the BR218 update is AI BR642s running the Lübeck to Kiel service. Nice. And looks like we've got a... Is that the Expert 101 or the DGG 101? I honestly cannot tell. Let's check the computer. Oh, it's undetailed, so yeah, that's the DGG one, unfortunately. Then there's a nice 3M over here. Alright. Next stop, Hasselbrook in 53 kilometers. And then the only stop beside that is Hamburg Hauptbahnhof. It appears the train tracking is working. And because this is hooked up to the BR218, I have to give it notch 2 in order to let oil fill the transmission. And yeah, we are off. The tracker seems to be only a couple of seconds behind my actual train. That's pretty cool. I love that. All right. Oh, I do like the sounds on the N-Wagen cab car. So yeah, this is originally. And the N-Wagen cab car was originally included with Bremen to Oldenburg, I think it was. It was supposed to be running push-pull services with the BR110, and then it was updated for Link Rheinstrecke, and then it was included with the BR218, and then it was also included with the Link Rheinstrecke. I think I already said that. And then it was... I think that's it. I think I've got all the different versions of the N-Wagen cab car in this game. Let's give it notch 12. That's so cool. Give it full juice. I do like the BR218. Oh my goodness, it's really affecting, those exhaust fumes are affecting my frame rate. Yeah, the BR218 is a neat piece of machinery. I've never really driven the cab car, if I'm being honest, for one thing, because Hamburg to Lübeck is one of the poorer German routes in this game, if I'm being brutally honest. Give it notch. Bring it back. How does the noise change if I open the window? I can't hear any engine noise because we're too far away, so it wouldn't really make sense to keep a window open, if I'm being honest. That it is a BR146. Okay, you don't see that too much on this route because the base train on this route is the BR112. You see a lot of BR112s. Let's keep like notch 3 running. Yeah, so basically you have to keep up notch 2 until this light extinguishes. Oh man, this is at once weird and very cool to watch my train being tracked actively in real time. That's honestly sick. One thing that I could already tell about the N-Wagen cab car is the SIFA is aggressive. But not aggressive as in it... not aggressive as in a small amount of time between the light going on and the emergency brakes applying. I mean a long time, but I mean just going off constantly. Right, come on, buddy. Give us some clag, mate. Come on. I don't think I've done the RE83 service at the 218 for ages, let alone in the N-Wagen cab car. It's a bit of a pity that this tracker is Steam exclusive. It's just a bit, yeah. Let's give it like full welling. Hasselbrook in 48 kilometers. It's saying it's 20. Is that 20 minutes? No, it has to be longer than that, right? Is it I think it's half an hour. One nice thing about having a tracker is, yeah, that road I can say is now is called the A20 according to the tracker, because the tracker uses Third Rails uses OpenStreetMap. It tells me the road names. So yeah, that was the A20 we just went over. Yeah, the official top speed of the BR218 is 160 kilometers an hour, if I'm not mistaken. So, and it's 100 if it's in slow gearing for the frame. So cool how I can watch my train's progression in real time. Let's start cutting back the power a bit. Give it notch 5. I must say the road layout on this route seems to be pretty accurate. It's just a pity we can't do this entire service all the way over to Kiel. That's the B75 recording. What's also pretty cool is that this tracker also works for Trainsuit Classic too, which is, it was originally a tracker for Trainsuit Classic. Red signal. Direct brake seems to be having an effect. Am I stuck behind a pleb? Yes, I am. The RE8 Lübeck to Hamburg. Oh, are you... an RE8 service, so I'm guessing that's a BR112. That's annoying, because that guy, RE8 is a local service. I'll slow down to below 85, which is what PZB... Yeah, acknowledge. Slow down to below 85. There we go. Forgot to give it notch 2. Oh, come on, because they're so... signals are so far apart. I'll be stuck behind that, I'll be stuck behind that, RE8 service for some time to come, I'm all the way to Hamburg. What's this station called? Rheinfeld-Holst. It's actually Holstein, according to the OpenStreetMap. The one thing I am glad about is that the BR218 is actually decently powerful when it comes to passenger services. Not so much when it comes to freight. The BR218 is definitely underpowered when it comes to freight. At least that RE8 service is decently fast. Nope, never mind, he's stopping. What that foot pedal is for? It's probably a horn foot pedal, but it's not interactable. for some reason. We've got a green signal. That settlement off to our left is called Medevada. Sorry, I'm just pointing out everything that goes by, but I've never been able to do this before. It's pretty cool. I like it. Alright. He's a B, says we're okay for the next section of line. One thing that I wish, there are a couple of things that I wish could be done for Hamburg to Lübeck. Number one, a completely new timetable. And I mean completely from scratch. Number two, a TOD4 and lighting upgrade. Number three, a scenery remaster, which is especially necessary. And finally, an extension to Kiel Hauptbahnhof, because that'll let us have more stuff to do with the 218, the diesel N-Wagen cab car, and especially the DB Red BR628. Right, come on. Let's get out of here. Okay, we're coming up on Bad Oldesloe, which is where quite a few RE services terminate. Because the RE8 service is always run by an electric locomotive, that does mean that it has more power, accelerative power, and a higher, like, usual top speed than the 218, which is good, I suppose. I am slower than he is. Like, literally, basically, normally, this route is a straight line, like, basically a straight line with only one branch to Rothenburg Sword, which is freight only. Trains in Germany seem to have a trend of making absolutely awesome locomotives for terrible routes. Just think of the Vossloh G6. That's for Rheinruhr Osten, and if anything, that is even more, if anything, Rheinruhr Osten is worse than Hamburg to Lübeck. There's another 146, unusual, and a 628, nice. Beans, more beans. Let's see with a bit. Why don't we? Nope, come on. Stick it at 103 for now. Alright, we do have a red signal coming up. I could just use the direct brake if I'm being honest. Zifa is also really fiddly. I don't like that. I'm just going to be behind this guy all the way to Hamburg, and that's it's really annoying me. At least the N-Wagen cab car is not that bad. If I was having to... If it's the normal, like, tap lever that we get with, Bremen to Oldenburg, that's even more... That's much more annoying to manage. At least we don't have any more signals within the next 1.5 kilometers. Please let me know what that is down in the comments, because I have no idea what that means. My German is shaky at best. So what time do we have to get to Hasselbrook? It's 2:48. It's currently 2:30, almost 2:33. And then we have to get to Hamburg Hauptbahnhof by 2:54. Got it. It's also quite annoying that this is the main route the 218 is for, and yet the 218 always runs beneath overhead wires. But then I suppose it does come with, if you have Maintalbahn, you can run services there with the BR218s and with Dostos. The settlement off to our left is Sattenfelde. Does the station have the same name on... No, Kupfermühle is the name of the station. Wait a minute. Hang on. I know the tracking's not gonna like this, but oh my goodness. Guys, this part of the platform is supposed to be abandoned. What are... Wait a minute. Why are they all, like, low poly as well? Why do they look so weird? There's the A21 Autobahn. At least I think it's an Autobahn. Probably is. I think, like, the main criticism I have about this route is it's just boring as hell. Like, there's little to no scenery variation, hardly any corners, and yeah. Alright, we're finally at 130 kilometers an hour, but we'll be forced to slow down a bit. Let's give it nudge 10 and see if it slows down. My goodness, these N-Wagens are really loud for some reason. Like, what I'm appreciating is, even though the scenery is basic, like, all of the, like, asset placement is basically spot on. Like, I do like that, I do like that. I like that a lot. How, like, full on the brakes. Alright. So what's this station that's coming up? Barkteheide. Right. For those who are on Steam, I can highly recommend Third Rails. Right, 90 limit coming into force relatively soon, so... We have a temporary 90 section, and then we can go up to 160, though maybe the 218 is not, might not be capable of it. Sifa, was it like we press it? You could hear the clicking. Okay, so it appears we're limited to 140. Oh, there's another 218 going to Kiel. Nice. I think it's a service every hour on the hour. Not on the hour, but every hour in each direction, if I'm not mistaken. Passing through Dielingsdorf. We do have a 120 limit coming up in a bit. We have a bit of an industrial yard. Hang on, I want to go into photo mode and just have a look. It's probably a 112. If it can either be a 112, a 143, or 114. Let's see, and it's a 112. Now that we're getting further into we're getting closer to Hamburg, we will start having more services on this line. Oh, hello. Light Loco 185 appears to be stuck behind the RE service. Hasselbrook at 18 kilometers, so we have covered over half the distance to Hasselbrook. However, we won't be there for a bit. Coming up to Ahrensburg. There's a little branch line that comes off here, unfortunately, because of the appear. I don't think it's in the game. No, it's not. Oh, there's a 218 with Dostos. What service is that? It's an RE85. Okay, I didn't know the 218 could run the RE85 service. Interesting. Those hedges go right across the track. Yeah, another example of how janky this route is. Wonder what that line is. Oh, it's probably the Hamburg. It's probably the Hamburg U-Bahn or S-Bahn. I can't remember which. It's one of the two. It's either the Hamburg U-Bahn or it's the Hamburg S-Bahn. That route is actually in Train Sim Classic. It's by Just Trains. It does look pretty good. I might have to get one of these, like the Frankfurt U-Bahn or the Hamburg S-Bahn, like one of these routes. I've been going under the speed limit for the past bit, haven't I? I know I didn't have to honk for that railway crossing. I just wanted to do it because it's fun. .3 kilometers. Nice. Oh my goodness. Look at the speedo. We're almost jammed right up against the top of the speedo. "12 kilometers to run." Approximately a kilometer to the east is where the Hamburg U-Bahn or S-Bahn is. It appears that RE8 service has put some distance between us. Yeah, it's very. Oh wow, it is very far ahead. Yeah, he's coming up to the Rothenburg sort branch. There's another 112, at least I think it's 112. Yeah, we're actually beginning to come into the outskirts of. We're actually beginning to come into the outskirts of Hamburg proper at about 500 meters. We have 4 minutes to do 9 kilometers. I don't think we're making it in time, if I'm being honest. Oh my goodness, that Sifa almost tripped the brakes. Hamburg-Rahlstedt coming up. Straight through, not messing around. The only thing I'd be a bit concerned about with this third rail's radar thingamajiggy is what happens if you're, say, on Trains and World's Peak Forest route and literally that line does not exist anymore. I don't know how we would be able to, how the radar would be able to get around that, honestly. 6.3 kilometers to go. My goodness, these N-Wagens are absolutely loud as crap. Don't know why. Hamburg Tondorf is this station's name. Okay, we do have a 120 limit coming up, which is a shame, really. I was having so much fun going at 140. I was meaning to do the direct brake. What is that service? Hamburg to Bad Oldesloe, RB81, I think it is. Yeah, RB81. Oh, there's the mastery reward for this route. That Ferris wheel is the mastery reward for this route because I have a mod that unlocks all the masteries. .6 kilometers to go. 120 limit holds until just before Hasselbrook, and then it goes down to 100. Cutting power. At 1.3 kilometers out, I'll start applying direct brake. 100 limit coming into force. Yeah, we're really getting into central Hamburg. Why did the Sifa make a different sound? Just went past the branch to Rothenburg Sort. We're late, but hey, we had to stop for some for the red signal, so I'll still take it. We're not that late. Relatively accurate. I'll take it. Welcome to Hasselbrook. After an uneventful journey. So far, anyway. Next stop and final stop of the day, Hamburg Hauptbahnhof in 3.4 kilometers. Beans. Okay, we're limited to 100 and the speed limit goes down to 60 in the next 1.5 Ks. Those are the tracks for the Hamburg U-Bahn, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, there's no AI. Do you think Dovetail would go that far? No, of course not. Fast as possible. Come on, mate. Stand by direct brake. I don't know how we're supposed to get to Hamburg Hauptbahnhof on time, but then again we were late to Hasselbrook, so... Oh, crap! I just got out of my chair by mistake, and it just did that, whatever that was. That was weird. Looks as though we do have a red signal before Hamburg Hauptbahnhof. Is someone in my platform? No. The EC179 service appears to have been in my way. Coming into central Hamburg. It's actually quite a mess of tracks in this area, looking at my OpenStreetMap radar. The third rail radar depends on OpenStreetMap. Oh, it's a 101. But I'm guessing it's a Dovetail 101. I know the Expert 101s can substitute in, but hey. For some reason, the Dovetail one takes priority. Yeah, we're gonna be late, but only just. Not too bad for Deutsche Bahn, if I'm being honest. You have to, like, press C for down for, like, 2 seconds. Looks as though we have a red signal in the middle of the platform. Odd. I literally only got Hamburg to Lübeck for the 218, otherwise I would have never touched it, if I'm being honest. 530 meters to go. Not gonna lie though, Hamburg Hauptbahnhof is actually pretty decently modeled, and with layers there's actually a ton of traffic in and out of this place, which is why my frame rate is suffering so much. Welcome to Hamburg Hauptbahnhof. I need to get below 20. Welcome to, yeah. Welcome to Hamburg Hauptbahnhof, ladies and gentlemen. The lit up destination display makes it hard to read the destination, which is ironic. So yeah, also, look up if I... Where is it? Somewhere here, isn't it? There's something here. This destination display is actually a mod. How cool is that? Someone made that. Someone put this up as a free mod. How neat is that? ICE 1711 to Basel SBB. Nice. Lock doors. Oh yeah, platinum metal, baby. So yeah, that'll be all for this video, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications. Put in the comments tips about this third rail tracker thingamajiggy, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.